Say goodbye to the C-Class Coupe and the E-Class Coupe. Say hello to the CLE Coupe. We've brought along with us today the top trim AMG CLE53 Coupe to be challenged by its all-wheel drive predecessors, the AMG C43 Coupe and the AMG E53 Coupe.
We're doing a half-mile drag race, followed by a roll race.
And what Mazen doesn't know is we got a little something special coming afterwards. We got a vehicle with double the cylinders of anything we got on the track. The Chinook will be showing up because we're just tired of seeing him drive the latest and greatest. It's our turn.
Okay, here it is, folks. The all-new AMG CLE53 Coupe. It's got a 3-liter inline-6 turbocharged motor with an electric supercharger that is the E-Turbo, which is really going to give you the advantage over these other two guys today. It makes 443 horsepower and makes 479 pound-feet of torque with the overboost function. It's rated at just over 4 seconds at 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. I think that's a little bit underrated. It comes in at a weight of 4,244 pounds. The technology that's in this vehicle, which is F1 derived, is really what's going to give it the massive advantage here today. And let's not forget that it's also got the sexiest stance of them all.
I'm driving the 2021 Mercedes-Benz E53 4MATIC Plus Coupe, one of my all-time favorite vehicles. And this one has 429 horsepower with an additional 21 horsepower when I put it into Sport Plus, 386 foot-pounds of torque, another 186 over and above that when you put it again in the same Sport Plus, which I'll be driving today. A little bit heavier than what Mazen has in the CLE53. I'm definitely confident I'm going to take the C Coupe, but you know what? My driving versus his, I think I got a legitimate shot. Let's see what we got.
Today I'm driving the 2021 AMG C43 Coupe. This V6 bi-turbo creates 385 horsepower, 384 pounds-feet of torque, does 0 to 100 in 4.7 seconds, and has a curb weight of 3,891 pounds.
Guys, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I hope you really love these beautiful wide hips on this CLE53 Coupe, because that's pretty much what you're going to be looking at for this whole drag race.
I mean, you got 0.2 of a second on me, which I think I'll be able to take. You always find your way into the newest, latest, greatest. This is one of my all-time favorite vehicles. I mean, you got a little bit different Japanese technology under the hood. Mine's a little bit more traditional Benz. I think I got you.
I mean, mind you, Chris is in that C43, and that thing sounds pretty good. That V6, I really actually missed that sound. It's been a little while since I've heard it.
I think I got the best sounding car here. I don't know if I can keep up with you guys. I seem to always bring the classics over here, but we're gonna see what it does against you guys. CLE's fast. Maybe I can get the E53.
Unbelievable. Look at this thing just pull, guys. Pull. That was crazy, man. That was a good run. Wow. This thing just hauls. One thing I really noticed with this vehicle was when I was accelerating about midpoint, I kind of felt that the power was fairly flat, consistent, but wasn't as prodigious as it was right out of the gate. And then eventually, once I got past 4th gear, it really started to pull even harder at that point, and I felt like I was gaining on you guys even further past the quarter-mile point.
Seems like you didn't stop pulling. Like you had that massive jump right off the hop, and it just kept going and going, where I feel like this thing kind of aired out after a while, but I still want to say I got the best sounding car here.
You just had to emphasize when you looked in your rearview mirror and saw us behind you, didn't you? You just had to emphasize that.
You got to hand it to this car. It's about the first time I feel really good about having a fat ass.
Come on.
Well, that was a way better start.
A little closer to Justin. Look at the CLE just keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. Great looking car from the back. Justin's has a good looking car too. A little closer.
I think that was a faster run than the last one, folks. Wow.
I got the jump on Justin. Yeah, roll race.
The Chinook is driving a 2015 AMG S65 Coupe. This twin-turbo V12 monster weighs 5,000 pounds, makes 621 horsepower, and has a ground-shredding 738 pound-feet of torque. Let's see if the Chinook can tame this rear-wheel drive powerhouse down the runway today. Here we go. Wow. I don't think that S65 has a hope in hell of finding traction today. I would have thought that he would have been closing the gap more by now. Not quite. Not quite, folks. Okay, here we are. We're at the roll race. That 738 pound-feet of torque from that bi-turbo V12 is going to be amazing if the Chinook can get the power down right now. So I'm going to see how this thing launches. We're going to roll off from 60 kilometers an hour, hammer on the throttle, and see how that goes. Torque delivery on this has been really impressive so far. Let's see what it does now up against the V12. Here. Crazy. Those vehicles all sounded good. That V12 in particular, you don't hear many 12s these days, but I think we need a sound check. Thanks for coming out today. Really appreciate you guys having my back all day. It's pretty fun.
It's a good looking back.
It's a really good looking back. You know, I came to the conclusion today that the new AMG CLE53, it has an exotic presence, an exotic feel, an exotic look, especially when I saw it next to our S65 Coupe. It looked just as exotic with those bulging fenders and everything else, but not for an exotic price. I mean, I'm floored by the price of that car.
I mean, the biggest shockers and takeaway for me outside of seeing the V12, but watching the CLE53 off the line and have it just pick up and grab and go. I mean, there was nothing Chris or I could have done at that particular point. But then the thing that really caught me off guard was the roll race. I mean, you walked us, but the C43, I couldn't catch it. And maybe it's the light or the quickness of it, or I don't know what it was, but I put everything into it. Our mirrors were aligned and you just took off on me. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I was actually shocked how fast it took off. It was quick. It was quick. But the CLE looks amazing. It's fast. Oh, it has everything.
And the funny thing is it's about the same weight as the E53 you were driving.
20 kilos.
And pretty much the same motor, with the exception of the E-Turbo.
Yeah, that Formula One is just incredible.
Yeah, and that's really what made the difference. And when you saw the three of them side by side, you saw how that E-Turbo really played a part. And even the C43, as quick as it was in the roll race, it couldn't touch the CLE53. Yeah. However, the CLE53 couldn't touch a V12 in a roll race. And I kind of felt like with 738 pound-feet of torque, we were kind of trying to punch way above its weight. But I'm really curious to hear what the viewers have to say. So please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, turn on notifications if you haven't already, and comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are on the new CLE53. Personally, I think it's the successor to the CLK55, and I'm in love with the vehicle, and I think after today, Justin and Chris are too. Yeah, we'd love to hear what you have to say about the new CLE53 and how it performed today. So don't forget to comment below, stay subscribed, turn on notifications. We got way more coming.